All right, y'all, good morning. What is up? Welcome back to the Real TN Fishing YouTube channel. It's a little cool this morning. It's warming up, but we are out here. We're in the river gorge this morning on the boat. A little bit of a mishap. I run over, I don't know if it was a trot line or what, I ran over back up there, but we're not leaking anything, so motor's still good. But we have the new Minn Kota mounted, the new 24-volt system. Got some supports under there to help with the bow and the flex and stuff. So we're gonna do some catfishing today, y'all, and we're gonna do some bass fishing. There are some medium shiners in that cooler. I have some red worms up there. Got 3 catfish rods with us, and we got 3 open face rods. So we're gonna start out this morning. It's calm out here right now. We're just gonna work our way along the bank here with some live shiners and see what happens while we wait for our skipjack to thaw out. And then once I find somewhere along the bank that looks like it could hold some bluegill, we'll switch to some red worms and we'll catch some bluegill. So yeah, we're gonna go out here this morning and we are gonna try to catch some fish. It's just beautiful out here, y'all. Like, this is perfect. Like I said, it's a little cool. We had a little bit of a cold front come through last night, a little bit of a rainstorm, so hopefully that means not that much boat traffic today. So let's take it all in. Let's enjoy ourselves. Let's have some fun. Let's be safe, and let's catch some fish, y'all. So I'm gonna get everything ready, get the GoPro mounted, and hey, let's go fishing, y'all. Pretty good sized bass right here, y'all. Got him on a rooster tail. Hopefully we don't lose him. Drop the net. Got him. Oh, there we go, y'all. On a rooster tail. Look at that. Look at that. Now the rooster's tangled up in the net. So I can get it out. Boom. I thought I was hung up. I started flipping this little yellow rooster tail right here while I've got my bobber out there. And we got that guy. All right. Makes me feel a little better. I'm upset about the prop being bent on the boat, but that'll work. We'll gladly take him. Pretty good sized little bass. Probably 1.5 pounds. Put him back in. Bye, buddy. All right. Heck yeah. Yeah, that was just, I'm literally just over here messing around with this eighth of an ounce rooster tail from last week's trip, and we got that guy. Heck yeah. And as you see, it's just the rocks people have put here where their property meets the water. But yeah, that was a good fish. Well, we didn't get skunked. The skipjack's still frozen, so we still got a little bit more time. We can sit here and fish for some bass. And once we get up here past these docks and stuff, we may go ahead and start trying to catch some bluegill. Now they come off, y'all. It's a little bluegill. So that's a good sign. Bluegills are biting. They're out. He's pretty decent size. I watched him come up and follow it. I figured that's what we would catch flipping this rooster around. I didn't expect to catch a bass on it, but we should be able to switch over to red worms at any time and catch all the bluegill we want. A little bluegill right there following it. And little guy though. That's what blows my mind, is like when you're fishing with spinning lures, sometimes the fish that'll take off chasing it are way too small, but they'll still try. They think they can put it in their mouth. Some little follows here from them. There we go, y'all. Ah, he come off. I was gonna throw him in the cooler, but that's what we're wanting for bait. We'll use a couple live gills today. And we'll use that skipjack, and we'll compare the two and see which one performs better today. All right, guys, just an old red worm on a hook with a bobber. Let's see how fast we can catch us a bluegill. It should be all in here. Let's see, it's getting a little deeper. All right, y'all, here we go. Good size gilly. Yeah. We're just gonna take and, well, let's see if I can get the hook out of him. We're just gonna take him, throw him in here. Should be a bunch of bluegill in through here. So I can get out kind of off of the bank a little bit. Let's see if I can catch another one. I don't ever like catching, I only try to catch as many bluegill as I think I'm going to use for the day. So we may catch 2 or 3. Just missed another one. They're all in here. Once you find where bluegill are, y'all, I mean, I can see them right there. They're everywhere. Once you can find them, they're not hard to catch. But they are also very good at robbing you of your bait. The old trolling motor, she's moving the boat along pretty good. That's on 90. Like I said, I've got braces under there, and then I've got a brace the whole length of the trolling motor to help prevent with the flexing. There's a mallard drake and a mallard hen. Pretty ducks right there. We're gonna go back up here where I was seeing a bunch of bluegill out. And we're gonna try to catch a few bluegill, and then we'll just move directly out into the channel. And then we're just gonna drop straight down and just suspend fish, kind of bump as we go along. But yeah, said, as you can see, this trolling motor, this trolling motor moves this boat. There ain't no doubt about it. Here we go, y'all. It's not a big one, but about perfect catfish size bait. I switched to a smaller hook. We'll put him in the Bait Shack 22 here. There he goes. I'll go ahead and put that up on 3, since I've got a couple larger fish in there with those minnows. He left us our worm too. Really and truly, as it gets to be springtime on into summer, anywhere along the bank like this where there's rocks or docks and you can see the grass and stuff, there's going to be bluegill there, y'all. And all it takes is a red worm and a hook to catch them. And in my opinion, they make pretty good catfish bait. So we'll see. We may try to catch one more. but I know the wind's supposed to pick up as the day goes on. So I think we're just gonna try out here. I've never catfished this stretch of the river. I usually catfish on down, but we can try it and see what happens. There's our mallard friends on the rock there. I'll zoom in so y'all can see it. Just hanging around. Water's still. There's a bit of a current, which is good, but I mean, that water's just glass today, y'all. Really couldn't have asked for a better day on the water, besides our mishap on the way up here, which I'm aggravated, to say the least, that I bent my prop. I literally was in the middle of the channel, like on the other side of where that buoy would be, as I was coming upriver. I don't quite understand, but when life hands you lemons, y'all, you just got to make lemonade. And we're still trying to make the best out of this day. And in worst case scenario, if something was to happen to the motor, this trolling motor with this 24-volt battery will get us back to the ramp. It may just take a little while. What in the world have I got here, y'all? Oh my goodness, what a gill. Oh my. Man, he swallowed the hook, but look at the size of that, y'all. I caught him on the retrieve. That is the biggest red ear I have ever caught. And he has swallowed the hook. Let me, ow. Oh boy, he got me. Let me see here. Let me get my pliers. He's too big for me to use as bait. He's really not, but he's bigger than I want to use. If I can't get the hook out of him, then we'll use him as bait. But man, what a fish. I'm gonna measure that guy just out of curiosity. Hey, 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 hey. Come here. He sat there, he swallowed the hook. Well, that's a big old red ear, y'all. It's probably the biggest one I've ever caught. He's like almost 9 inches long. Now, like I said, look, I mean, compared to my hand, well, he's good size. Let me see if I can get this hook out of him. If not, we'll use him as bait. All right, y'all. That's probably going to make a lot of people mad, but I'm not using him for bait. He's too big. That's a beautiful fish, y'all. There he goes. I love fishing, don't get me wrong. I love fishing just about more than any other thing in life besides my family, my wife, and my little boy, and the good Lord. But I also love animals. And I do use bluegill for bait and shell crackers for bait, but man, that was a good size of red ear, and I just couldn't in good faith use him as catfish bait. Like I said, probably upset some people, but that's all right. If you catch one that big, you can use it as bait. I'm not going to. So we've got 2 gills in the boat. Might try to catch one more. I think our skipjack down here should be about thawed out. Yeah. And then we'll go out here and we'll start doing some catfishing, y'all. Man, it's been a good day, to say the least. So, yeah. All right, guys. Try to show y'all the spot here that I picked. See, we've got some big rocks right here, and it's fairly deep over there. So I thought, well, how deep is it over here? So right off the side of the boat right here, 58 foot. I don't want to be in super deep water because the water's not that cold today. I don't know the exact temp, but and it's been really warm here in Tennessee. It's been in the 80s, high 80s all week except for last night. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab one of our gills out of here. Let's use this one. Put those back in there. And so we're just gonna take him. And what we're gonna do, we're just gonna hook him right through the top there. That way he can swim. And we're just gonna drop him straight down. So the two rods we're gonna use, both PC Fun Alios 400s. Both, or reels I should say, both rods are 7'6". That is a Hellcat, medium heavy. This is an Ancient Mariner albatross, and it is heavy. So we've got the anchor drop down. Like I said, we're just gonna drop this guy's right here and then drop him straight down. And then once it hits the bottom, we're gonna crank it three to four times just to put it up off of the bottom so it's suspended. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So then we'll take this and we'll use this guy. So I'll get him ready, get him baited up on the Hellcat here, and then we'll drop it straight down. Excuse me, do the same thing. Let it hit the bottom 3-4 times, crank it up, let it suspend. We'll sit here and we'll try this spot, and if this doesn't work, we can pull anchor and then we'll just kind of move down. I don't think I'm going to leave this area today just because I don't really want to get any further from the ramp, like I said, in case I do have to use the trolling motor. But we should hopefully have a little bit of luck right here. We're already getting a bite on this one. Alright, we have to keep an eye on this. This one's moving. It may just be me moving in the boat, but here we go, y'all. Fish on. Nope, he let go. I let him load it down and everything. Ah, dang it. It's alright. It's a good sign. It was on the skipjack head. Thought we had him. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Alright. Well, hopefully that's a good sign. I was just sitting back here watching from under the bimini top, and that thing folded over. I mean, I moved spots, y'all, but I don't know how long I'm gonna sit here. That wind keeps ripping through here, which we're anchored down, we're not moving, but I don't know. When you only get to fish one day a week, you got to try to make the best of it. And we're out here trying still, so we're in like 60 foot of water, so we'll give it 20-30 minutes, and then we're gonna call it a day and we're gonna head back. But who knows, we might get lucky. We don't get thrown out of the boat first. Guys, my intention was to come out here and catch some catfish today. This wind, you can see it right there with the tag. It's been non-stop for the past 2 hours. We had that one really good bite that I missed, so we had we had an opportunity to catch a catfish, but we didn't. I don't know, just one of those days. We did catch that bass, and we caught that really nice red ear. It's the biggest red ear I've ever caught, and caught a few bluegill, but no catfish. I figured it may be a little tough today because we had a cold front last night, and I think that may have just absolutely just knocked the bite obsolete for a little bit. So we'll try again next week. That's all we can do. We made the best out of the day. I need to get back to the boat ramp, assess the damage to my prop, and see what that looks like and everything. So I appreciate y'all tagging along. Sorry it wasn't a better video. Sorry we didn't catch more fish, but that is unfortunately the sad reality of fishing sometimes, and that is a hard truth. Just because you have a boat or you have a means to get places doesn't mean you're going to catch a bunch of fish. If they're not biting, they're not biting. So, but anyway, I hope y'all have a great upcoming week. If you haven't already, hit that like and that subscribe button for me. God bless y'all, and hey, who knows, maybe next week will be better. So until next time, y'all, let's go fishing.